Bong, bong. Welcome to London after midnight. My name is Nils, Cyrils Brettspiele, and in a nutshell, I wanted to show you London after midnight. A very tiny little cardboard box. Here you have this opener here, and as you can see, I just wanted to show it to you. It's not easy with one hand. So it's just a little cardboard box. And there are 36 cards in it. There are 30 of these cards in here, and either green, these are monster cards, or orange, they are hero cards. All of them are in this Dr. Jekyll, Dracula, mummy style, so all of these are old monsters. And that's what it's all about, monsters or heroes. We have two fractions. But if you really now think, well, another social deduction game, no. You shuffle all of these characters together, all these fraction cards, and each player gets one. In this case, for an example, I'm on Team Hero. However, it's not a team game, it's a completely highly competitive game. But this means I will get points for hero cards at the end of the game. Each hero card has up to two hero symbols. In this case, Dr. Jekyll has two, and Van Helsing has two as well. But if you take, for an example, Henry M. Stanley, he has only one. All the monsters has either one or two as well. Dracula has two, and this Marsh Phantom has just one. And at the end of the game, you simply build the difference between three heroes and one non-hero, so the difference is +2. If I'm on the hero fraction, I have 2 victory points. There's one additional point I can get, either if I'm Arsène Lupin or Henry M. Stanley, then I'm getting an additional victory point. In this case, I am Stanley here, so I will get an additional point. These are negative 1, +1, +2 and +3, so it's a net of 2 plus 1 additional 3 victory points for me at the end of the game. And how does this game goes? How is the flow of the game? Eitherly you have a hand size limit of 3 cards, and on your turn either you draw 1 card or you play 1 card from your hand. Whenever you are playing a card from your hand, you simply take the action. In this case, take a card from the deck. But there are other really interesting in here. You can discard a hero card in your neighborhood. The neighborhood is your play area, except Van Helsing or a priest. And as you can see, this is a monster, and with monsters you usually can discard hero cards. But there are really cool ones. I think Dracula is a really cool one. Move all monsters from one neighborhood to another neighborhood of your choice. So if I'm the monster, if I'm on Team Monster and play Dracula on my last turn, then I can take all the monsters to me and probably secure the victory. And again, on your turn, you either draw a card or play a card. And the game ends when the last card will be drawn. Immediately. So you cannot play the cards anymore. Having Dracula means at the end of the game it's always a risk, because you play it down from your hand, but the game is not over because there must be at least 1 card. If all the other players after you played that, instead of drawing the last card, playing probably another card and destroying Dracula or destroying all other heroes in there, or pushing all other monsters, or pushing your heroes over, then probably they are in a good position. So it starts off like a very, very, very interesting social deduction game in terms of, when I have heroes, for an example, I'm interested in bringing out heroes, and everybody starts, let's bring him some monsters to his hand. But then it turns into a really heavy strategic game of all these cards and trying to figure triggers, how to get more monsters or how to get more heroes into my personal neighborhood. All of that is just played in 10 minutes. It's only 30 of these cards here and 6 of these in the box, so it's in 10 minutes. It's a very tense game in just 10 minutes, and everybody can play it. The trigger stuff on the card is so easy to understand that really everybody can play it. And honestly, that is the beauty for London After Midnight for me, because it's simply cool. As always, in a nutshell, let's go into my personal experiences. And in the last 2 minutes, I already talked about my personal experiences. So I had the experience that almost everybody can play this game, and almost everybody can play it fast. It has a lot of fun. However, I wanted to mention there's a little bit of a learning curve involved. So in the first game, you're trying to read the different abilities here. By the way, there are different languages on the cards. So English, then you have, is that French? No, it's not French. It's Spanish, and then you have German. Okay, first of all, you have to learn all the abilities. Then on the second turn or on the second round, you have to try to find out a strategy. On the third and fourth game, then you master your strategy. Even in a 10-minute game, which sounds weird, there's a lot of depth in it, and I really like that. Yeah, that was my view of London After Midnight. Cyrils Brettspiele. My name is Nils, and this was London After Midnight from Gen X Games. See you next time. Until then, bye bye.